The game immediately ends when any player has no remaining test subjects in the laboratory. At this point, the player with the most cake slices in the laboratory is declared the winner. Only cake slices currently occupying chambers are in the laboratory. We'll worry about it if there's a tie. If any player has had all of 8 of their cake slices incinerated, this also immediately ends the game. So, step 1. Deploy aperture cards. So if you have a card and you want to use it, you want to do that before you do anything else on your turn. Step 2, move a group of your test subjects. So you can move one or all of your test subjects from one to an adjacent square. Or
only one or all, not like half or something?
Yes, and you couldn't split them up, basically, is what that's saying. So if I had 2 here, I can't put 1 here and 1 here. I could either move one of them here, or I could move both of them here.
If you had 3, you could either do 1 or 3, right?
You could do 1, 2, or 3,
so you decide
but you're not splitting them up. Their destination always has to be the same place.
Only one possible destination.
Yeah. Here you can move cake slices with a person, 1 per person. We'll get to that later, if that doesn't make sense. 3 is activate a test chamber.
You know why I want the cake in a particular spot?
Because you don't want other people to destroy your cake.
Okay. So I'm protecting the cake.
You're protecting your cake, yep. Here's GLaDOS. GLaDOS.
GLaDOS.
Here, so activating a test chamber means that, so GLaDOS works on this side of the board. You choose which of these 3 you want to activate, and then what that does is the majority, once you have test subjects there, the majority, whoever has the majority of test subjects in that spot that you activate gets the rewards. And the rewards are indicated on the card here. So this one gives you 2 test subjects on the board starting on this side, and a cake slice on the board starting on that tile when it gets recycled. When it gets recycled, the activated tile gets flipped upside down and you place it on the board here. There are some rules about activating and recycling tiles. You can't have it where you're basically just have a weird V here. You can't do that. Basically kind of like take them from the end and put them on this side like in a nice way too. So it's not creating any weird.
There's always 3 rows.
There's always 3. So
and
it's
as
always
we play, we have to shift.
Well, we'll shift the board. It'll basically be recycling. Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, these are people that you can deploy. That's cake slices that you deploy. This is. I don't know what that is. That's our logo, obviously, but.
Sorry. So the symbols are what you can put in a square.
I think that's what you get.
No, that's what you get for when you activate a test chamber. If you have the majority of test subjects in that test chamber when it's activated, you get these rewards.
Are they lying about the cake?
I've already declared that. That's what.
For each of these icons, you get a card, and there's also another way to get a card. If you choose at the beginning, the first start of your or the second stage, if you choose to move only 1 person, you can draw a card. There's a hand limit of 3.
And when do you draw another card, you said?
You don't draw a card unless you get this, or you only move 1 person.
Right.
The other ones on here, there's portal things. They basically, if you're here, you can get to the portal one for the move action. These will shift around with these as these tiles get recycled.
Right.
There's also companion cube, which basically makes it where basically means like nobody wins that activated tile because they're too distracted by the cube. And then this guy will kill everyone in that tile.
Oh, nice.
And there's these rewards that'll come up and cards that'll come up that will bring these to the board.
Alright, I think the photo.
Does that make sense?
You can selfie.
Do you want to take a
No.
selfie? You can if you'd like.
I don't, but I don't want to.
We good?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. It's just
Alright.
it's hard for me to
I'll go first.
guess what those cards will do. What we'll see.
Well, you can read the top one if you want.
Yeah, but I don't know what the nature of them. Well, we'll see.
I'm assuming they change the position of cake and people.
Oh yeah, and when you use a card, it gets flipped over. On the opposite side of each card is a character from the game,
Ah,
and they alter the rules of the game a little bit
okay. So
Permanently or as
Well, when
until the
they're-
next
Sure,
one's played
Yeah.
on top of it.
and they're supposed to be face up.
Yes, we'll
Okay.
get to that when
Sure.
we get to it. All right, so I'll go first. I'm orange or red or whatever this is. I'll choose. I'll just move this way, and then I will activate this chamber. And because nobody won, nothing happens. And that's a turn.
Okay.
Would you like to go counterclockwise or clockwise?
You're next.
Alright. So, is there adjacency rules for movement?
I mean, axis,
Yeah, you can go. If you're in here, you can go at any one of these.
Alright, so for giggles, I'll move one piece here.
Okay.
So that means I get a card.
That means you get this card.
Alright.
You can't use it yet
can't
because
use it
that's
yet.
the first step.
Recycle the test chamber.
Or activate a test chamber and then recycle it.
Oh, and I could activate any of those.
You can activate one of these three.
Is there significance about the portals?
They move with the tile.
They move with
Okay,
the
okay.
tile. So by activating one of these two, it would go potentially to here, here. And then it would allow somebody potentially to get across the board a lot quicker.
Okay. I will activate this tile.
Okay.
Oh, well, recycle, sorry.
Well,
That's
activate
the-
and then recycle. Activating would be like if there were people there, stuff would happen. But
Okay.
because there's nobody there, where do you want to put it? Put it here, here, or here.
Cake time.
All right. Keep in mind if there's cake slices in one of these that get activated, they get incinerated. That's how you incinerate.
Okay.
That's how cake burns.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're up.
So, like, I could move this guy, and he'd show up in the other end of the portal?
No, because this would be a move getting to that
Ah.
tile, and then one move next turn would be going through the portal.
I got it. Okay. And can you only activate tiles in the end? Or you?
Yes. That's where GLaDOS is. Right. So at the beginning it's a little slow,
Yeah.
but near the end things start popping off.
Okay. I'm gonna move this one guy over here. So I get a card, right?
You just move one dude?
Yep.
Yep.
Move the one on
You
the
got
bottom
a cake.
row. I have a cake.
And then which one do you want to activate?
I would like to pick any of the ones in the end.
Yeah, one of these three. Oh, also if a person is, well, all the people, once the activation, if there's anybody on there, they get put back to the people.
Right. Return to your
Yeah.
supply of people. I'll move the orange
Okay.
portal.
Where would you like to move it to? So it gets
right
flipped over.
there.
Yeah, and also you can put it there, but no more on that side.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah.
This one actually didn't fit very well.
Yeah, they look nice and they should fit better, but the hole cuts aren't great, which is unfortunate. I wish they were like plastic or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, the pieces are awesome,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the cardstock is nice on the cards.
Yeah. Feels good. Man. Feels good. That's my guy.
Can't
How
tell.
are you, Tim?
You can't tell from the finger feel.
I wish I was blue. Oh.
Do you want to switch?
That gets complicated.
Then I take one of these.
Yep. Alright.
And you've played this before, yeah?
No.
No. Yo, so John's the only one that's played this. He's the only one that knows the true folly or brilliance
I've only
of
played
what's going on here.
I've only played it once, and like the first time was mainly just like trying to figure out the rules, and then once you get past that, then you can start developing strategies.
Okay.
There is some interesting strategies in this game to think about, because you could set up scenarios where you're like purposely killing all your dudes to end the game when you have the most cake on the board, because you still potentially could win if you have the most cake.
But also, you only have a limited amount of control over what people get killed at what time.
Yes.
So, you know.
Yeah. There are cards that change that.
Sure.
And, like if you put a turret where all your people are or something.
Yeah.
You can look at the back of your cards if you want, just to give you. It's fine. It's like it's pretty open like that. Color mine. Red.
Right. I've got Rick.
Just Rick?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you call those? Spheres. I don't remember.
Minions. Meeple. Digital Meeple.
Alright.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well. Over here. You can do this, right? And then I will take a card.
Yep.
And let's see. What happens if I activate one where people are on it?
You can't hit.
You could activate it. I would get two more people on the board and a piece of cake.
Yeah, he gets those things.
Why would I
Nobody
do
else is. You would not want
A piece of cake that's on the board.
So I wouldn't want to do that.
How do you get cake on the board?
By
Activating.
activating the top.
So
I
when
will
you have
activate
majority.
this to remove.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one less place for you to go, right?
Yeah. But yeah.
I flip it.
Yep. You're good.
And adhere it.
That's right.
nobody can actually get to him with enough people to make a difference before his turn would come.
Yeah, I got up there pretty quickly.
You move my two guys forward one square.
Which one?
The two.
These two?
Together.
Are you blue?
Yes.
I would like to still call the test subjects Meeple.
I guess I have to activate that one that's on the corner, right? Or the farthest one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Only because, we're getting a little. A 2 on any side is kind of like where it's getting to be a problem.
Yeah,
I'll grab it for you.
This one?
Yeah.
Where do you want it?
Just put it in the middle. Just keep it nice.
Where do you want it?
Symmetrical.
That's right.
I'm just trying to keep on
Move
shifting
the
it a little
snake
bit away
scales.
from you.
Remember Snake Way? DBZ. They cut that out in Kai.
So, I'm going to play this.
Okay. What does that do?
Move all test subjects.
From a single chamber to one adjacent chamber of your choosing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you basically do this and then do a move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And I get to draw.
So
I
you
moved one.
You moved one?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
So you get two people
And cake. So where does he go?
in your.
What was the reward that you got from
Two
that?
guys.
And the cake.
So you could put one of them here. The one that you just took off, basically. One more.
You're around the edge.
And the cake. Wherever you put it.
They all go in the same spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Alright, you're good. No, I'm good. So now this could play into things. It says once at the start of each player's turn, they may swap one aperture card with another player's card. I don't have any, so
May, but not must.
yes, may.
They both have to be, I guess, being on a mutual benefit. Alright. Let's see, still 4 viewers. I believe one of them is me, one of them is... matters not.
Alright, activating this one.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of cake in your life. A little bit of chocolate. I'll give him stride.
Are the other tiles over there just extra?
Yeah.
Like you randomly remove a couple each
Yeah.
time?
To get it set up.
So after cards are used, what happens? Sorry. What happened to Tim's card? It just went there.
It went here, and now this takes place.
Okay.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how to cards?
Shuffle.
Okay.
Gotcha. So, because you know the game very well, choose a player with more cake in the laboratory than you and incinerate one of their cake slices. John?
Incinerating your cake.
I would like to burn your cake slice.
Alright.
That is delicious.
And then there's Ratman. Once at the start of each player's turn, they may place the companion cube token in any chamber. Has not been...
So again, what the companion cube does is it negates. There's no winner in that activated chamber.
There's no winner. But
it's
does that start now?
No.
Oh, at the next turn.
Because your second, you already did your turn 1, which is deploy card. Now you're on to turn 2, so it's not the start of your turn.
Okay. Okay. So it looks like cards are pretty useful. So I'm just going to move the one guy and then activate or recycle and activate.
Well, you get a card first.
Yes.
Because you moved just one dude. And now you're going to activate. So you get 3 dudes, or this dude plus 2 more. Yeah.
2 dudettes.
And then a piece of cake.
Let's see.
So you get this and then 2 more dudes.
Piece of cake.
Or dudettes. And then a piece of your cake.
Yours.
Alright, well, it only makes sense for me to make it a little easier here. Alright, and yeah, I am done.
Okay.
Do you want to put the companion cube out?
Sure.
What color here?
Blue. I think for now we put it in that middle one in the middle row.
This one?
No, sorry.
You went like
Right towards the end. Yeah. Okay.
So none of those characters can move?
No, they can move about and stuff. It's just like when that tile gets activated, if it gets activated, nobody gets a benefit. It still gets recycled, the cube goes with it, the people go back to their peoples.
I see.
I'll move this guy back.
You're gonna activate, aren't you?
I'm gonna activate the one at the end.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get 1 person gets to keep, and then 2 cake slices on that tile.
That was the win, right?
Yeah.
1 meeple stays.
2 cakes.
And then we eat cakes.
We'll just have to keep an eye out. There's a lot of people on the board. Like, well, 4 players is a little more crazy. If anyone doesn't have any more people out on the board, raise your hand immediately because the game ends.
Okay. So can you walk us through how the turret works for whenever...
Oh, you got a turret?
I do.
You put a turret in a chamber,
Kills everything?
move the turret token to an adjacent chamber.
Just curious.
Unfortunately, that one can't be played until you have a turret out.
Right. Which means I require another card, or...
It'll
this
be...
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I can do that.
This one.
Or other things.
Yeah, but if a turret's in a spot, it kills everyone in that room.
Sweet.
So they go back to their peoples.
Okay.
So, whose turn is it? Tim? Did you want to move the companion cube?
Well, no. Yeah. Am I able to activate this piece?
You could, but nobody wins.
All of them are ties, so yeah, depending on not
So I'm gonna flip this.
Alright.
So I have 2 guys on there.
Yep, so you reap the benefits. Your test chamber subjects
My
succeeded.
meeple returned to me.
The other people did not. And that one's a companion cube relocator. That's what that icon means.
So that one had 2 people.
Yep.
plus something
Plus
else.
a cake.
Yeah. So then you put a cake over there. Right. Piece of cake. Sorry. Delicious cake.
Oh, some cake.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. This could be a really quick game. I only have 2 people on here right now.
I'm waiting to see what happens when you end up in an activated portal thing, because nobody's used that mechanic yet.
Yeah, they haven't been super helpful, right?
And right now they're next to each other, so it's nothing. Just
Yeah.
Now it's just mostly the uncooperative cake acquisition game. There's nothing to do. That's all it is. I'm losing the cake race.
race of cakes.
That's me. What happened?
Nothing. You guys were too distracted by the companion cube. It's glory.
It was warm and angular. Alright.
Do you want to move the companion cube?
I probably should. I shouldn't screw myself.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Probably move it here.
Yeah, you would say that. You would say that.
Tim's gonna get a piece of cake.
I know.
There's no way you can get over there.
Yeah, I guess he has 2 pieces of cake already.
Unless there's some way to move yourself from here. Then you can kick me, or you can move me from there, and then you can kick me out. But you probably wouldn't have put that there because then you wouldn't win.
Well, let's see. Move all test subjects from a single chamber to one chamber of my choosing. What's the advantage of having multiple people in a chamber?
You win ties to get the benefits of things.
Yeah, so you probably want to use that to kick me off of this tile, so that when you activate it, you'll win. If you activate it now, nothing
But
happens.
it's all test subjects, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Oh, is
To
it
one
all?
adjacent chamber
you're
of
right.
mine.
So you want to do that when you're next to one.
Yeah.
Kick everyone. I did that to you. I moved you and I moved him.
To one adjacent chamber. So, let's see. I probably should have with reflection cube. Destroy one test subject. Oh, that's lovely. I am going to move just the one guy so that I can have this. And I forfeit my usage of a card. And then in terms of recycling,
Sorry, hand limit?
3.
Okay.
oh,
You have to activate it first.
I guess I'll recycle this or activate that, right?
Right, you activate it, it's a tie, so nobody gets anything.
So your meeple returns. To portal queue. Why not? My mortar skills. I'm more of a gross motor skills guy.
Yep. Okay, I'd
What
like
you
to
got?
move the cube, please.
Where?
Sure.
Tim can move it on at the start of his turn. I forgot about that.
No, leave it there. I'm playing my cake.
Okay, where do you want it?
I mean, it just has to go like here or something.
Yeah, there. Okay, that changes things. Rick. Once at the start of each player's turn, they may choose to incinerate one of their cake slices to earn 2 aperture cards. That's a risk.
The one that I'm on to get 3.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got mine.
Oh, one guy on the board right now.
Like a little flip.
Table flip. Thank you.
How many guys you got? 1 on the board? Yeah. Okay. Me too.
The unactivatable cube chamber is a chamber.
I need 3 cards now. Because I had 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, well, first I'm going to play.
The same?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to play this so I can move the companion cube anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, Greg.
Once at the start of each player's turn, they may choose to destroy one of their test subjects to reveal any other previously discarded character as the new active character. Restart the turn.
So you get to use the character then that you pick, right?
Yeah. This is one of those cards that you could technically, in my case, if I had a lot of cake on the board, end the game.
Gluten-free Greg.
My turn?
No more cube movement.
Oh. Not without it.
Card.
Yeah. Oh, you can use the turret to place it.
You can?
Yeah, to slip it.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize.
I'm sorry, what? So
You
I
can
could-
use that card to place the turret.
How else would you be able to put a turret?
I just assumed that it was this
Oh.
thing. I didn't realize it was on there too.
Move
Well,
the
in that
turret
case-
to adjacent. Adjacent to what?
Or it just says
Where
place
it
it.
is, but...
Oh, I see.
Oh, a new edge. You can move it to the new edge. Okay.
Everything comes into the new edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a game changer. I'm glad I'm not on the new edge. I'm on the old edge. Would you? Is that something you would do? This is a question of character, really. I mean, your cake got burned.
Dead. But that won't burn cakes. It'll just kill people.
You know, sometimes revenge is like a sword that you just swing and.
He wants me to kill your people.
Oh, well, that's okay.
It's just-
It says deploy aperture card.
Keep all this in mind when we play Dead Winter.
You can play
Okay.
It's a cooperative game.
Is it?
Isn't it?
One
Kind of.
person
Kind of.
isn't, right? Is that how it works?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Tim's gonna eat my meatball.
Yeah.
Everyone has secret objectives, and there's one secret objective card that involves
Destroying your
needing 3 people to die.
Oh, the
But
cult.
you're not a betrayer. You just need 3 people to die.
Right, that's just. So, I mean, it's not an active.
I am playing this.
What is
the
it?
aerial.
it say?
Here's the plate. Move one test chamber of any color. Test subject of any color to an adjacent chamber.
Oh, you were trying to get extra moves. No. No.
Oh, you move cake too.
You can move cake. One cake per person.
Can the cake be shot by the turret?
No.
Okay.
I'm activating this test chamber. Okay, still on. We're still good.
Yeah, I have us up on here now. It is more delayed than it looked like it was.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The delay on there is not an actual delay. It's just
Oh, right.
it's just whatever people see.
The stream is delayed in time.
Oh, also, when a player moves their test subjects, they must move all their subjects from that chamber.
Oh.
So no one's getting cards.
No single.
Mhm.
Well,
Unless you move one single.
if you have somebody who's alone already.
Yeah.
Alone tonight.
Alright, so it's me.
This is for testing purposes. I want to see how long it takes before it turns upside down.
Well, what turns upside down?
That's
Oh.
in the video.
Okay.
You could always just look at the timer
The timer?
and compare it to like the timer on that window.
Can't read that.
Oh.
I'm going to use repulsion gel to move all test subjects from a
It's
single
about
chamber
25,
to
30.
one adjacent chamber of your choosing.
Okay.
So we get bendy now. I am going to move you here,
Okay.
and then, oh, that isn't valid anymore. Once at the start of each player's turn, they may move one of their test subjects.
Okay. Yeah. So you changed it.
Yeah.
So now you can't do this, but
Yep.
Joe can.
Yeah.
What is it? Sorry.
They may move. At the start of each player's turn,
Mhm.
they may move one of their test subjects to an
A
adjacent team.
free move, basically.
Free move.
Before you play a card.
Before you play a card.
Oh.
Alright, so I am pretty confident in my cards right now, having them, and I'm going to move both of my dudes here. And in terms of activation,
I
How
think it's
long?
like 30 seconds.
No. Oh, that's not
I
bad.
don't know.
It was like 5 minutes over there.
However long that was.
I'm
A
going to
little less
activate
than
this
that. I think I
one.
didn't notice right away.
Can I?
What's up?
Can I activate this guy?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Sorry, portals. You will never be of use.
Well, there's sort
You
of
gotta flip it.
Did you flip it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's back right side up already. So it's not very long at all. Okay, that just lets me move.
You could
First
basically, yeah, free one move for one test subject.
At the start of your turn. So prior to
So
playing
right
a
now.
card.
Okay.
Would you like to move that person?
I only have at person.
Oh, well, you just.
Yeah, can I?
I don't think you get a card for that. But
No, but do they take cake with them then?
They can, yeah.
So I'm gonna move him back here with that to take a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Bag of square.
Yeah, you can move with cake, but one person can only carry one cake.
Right.
It's a big piece of cake. I mean, it's like 3/4 your size.
I don't know why there's so much fighting over the cake. There's so much of it.
Have you tried it?
Then I'm gonna use the excursion funnel.
Okay.
So I'm moving this guy
One
back here.
towards the Oh. Change that.
And that's Atlas and Peabody, which means you have to have two people to get a cake. I think.
Oh, you need to win and activate
to win
it.
the cake.
Yeah, or to win the chamber.
Hmm.
Oh, to earn cake from an activated
Right.
chamber.
You can
So
still
it-
win, but you just don't get any cake unless
Okay.
you have at least two people.
Two
there.
people. Okay.
But you can get the other stuff on it, except for cake.
Yeah. I'm gonna activate the star one. I guess.
That's what Tim would want you to do.
Tim wouldn't watch you too.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dark over by Tim, but that's typical.
Yeah.
Lord of Darkness. No, Blackheart on a spike.
It's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
What did you do?
What'd you play?
Oh, move the companion cube.
Okay.
Hmm.
So now, at the start of each player's turn, they might cycle the top aperture card to the bottom of the stack.
Okay.
So then I'm moving.
Careful. You don't want to put your cake there.
No.
When it gets activated, it will get incinerated.
Yeah. I mean, it might get.
I'm just being nice.
In that case.
You can move your dude there still.
I know, but I don't want the
No,
cake to. I don't want the cake to be moving.
Sorry, I think I missed my whole.
The cake won't move. It'll get incinerated when it gets
Right,
there.
but when eventually that's going to be activated.
Yes.
So I don't want the cake to be there alone.
Why not?
Someone might burn it.
I think I forgot my whole move because I moved so many things.
Okay.
I moved him and then moved him back with a card, but I wanted to move him here and then get one more card.
Let's go to the tape. I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
Can I still do that?
I don't remember what card was up. Are you?
I think it might have been the one that Tim just did, but I did not move. My one guy again.
How many cards you got?
3.
Okay.
I would have had.
Can we weigh the cake? I think it's slightly deflated.
Alright. Well, can't do that. One card.
Wow, that's cold-blooded. I wouldn't have done that to you, Tim. Wouldn't have done it. Like, you can't even eat the cake. What's the point?
It's alright.
It's just
your cake's
violence.
safe.
It's just violence.
Nobody can touch it with that there.
That's true.
It's actually protecting the cake. Sure, it killed 2 of your people, but you got plenty out there. I was doing you a favor.
I don't need.
In fact, I'll put one of my cakes on there too.
Party escort bot. That sounds really awful.
What's the.
No, it's once at the start of each player's turn, they may move one opponent's test subject to an adjacent chamber.
One opponent's test subject, huh? To an adjacent chamber. Is your turn over?
No.
No? Oh, you just activated a card.
Not moving, yeah. No.
Wait, but you still you still can do this, or you already did that, right?
I can't do that.
The previous card.
Yeah, I did the previous card.
Okay.
I couldn't actually because there's only one of these cards.
Oh, yeah. That's not a great one.
No.
Well. He's trying to figure out what happens if he moves the...
Well, the problem is I can't really do anything with this guy.
Or get. I mean, it's addressed.
I'm kind of stuck. It's
you
crappy.
You could activate that thing over there.
No, I can't because as soon as I activate it, the game's over.
Oh, is that your only meeple in the
That's
thing?
my only person.
He would not win. Tim would win.
Yeah, he would. Despite.
Although we are almost at our 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't make that an influence. That one. That's surprising. So what was the top card again? Sorry.
Oh, it was
back to the tape.
It was
Can't see that on here.
Move something.
Actually, I can't
Party
really see it
escort
on
block.
here because that thing is
Each
right
of the
by the edge
players'
of the
turn,
table.
they may move one opponent's test subject to an adjacent chamber.
If you move it like there, then I think you'll be able to see that.
Well, I will choose Tim as my opponent and move this people here. Okay, and I will start my turn by using the redirection cube to destroy one test subject, turret, or companion cube in any chamber, which unleashes the Animal King. That's an amazing card. I don't know what it says, but it looks like a little turret with...
It's a cheetah turret.
Yeah, it's like a cougar cheetah turret on Rush Street.
leopard print.
Yeah.
Leopard, sorry.
So, I mean, clearly I'm going to destroy this.
How dumb could we possibly be? What is the effect of that?
When activated,
When an activated chamber is tied for the majority, the player activating the chamber may choose one of the tied players to earn the rewards. That's weird.
Okay. So, to move the cake, I have to move a people, right?
Yes.
So, do I still get a card if I only move one person? Or does the cake count as a person?
No. The
Oh,
cake
sweet.
is a piece of cake.
I like it. Alright.
It's it's basically a person.
Oh, I'm gonna move here.
It's as important as a person. I wouldn't. Okay, you can do that.
Wait, is that because it's a turret?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Well, you know what? Here. I have
not necessarily.
Here, I get more cake eventually, and then I'll activate this guy. Okay? So I will get a person.
Yep.
Where? Where does a person go?
Well, if this guy gets basically this person.
Okay.
We just say it's that person.
All right.
And then 2 pieces of cake. Where do you want it?
Oh.
Here.
You sound like a salty.
Here.
Oh, here.
Where do you want it?
Where do you want it?
Here. Because I like moving the edge.
No more up here. Let's try to
Alright.
balance it out.
Alright,
2 pieces of
alright.
cake.
No. Okay. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Oh, I got a card too. Right? Because I only moved one thing. And I got that same card. Oh, this one is slightly different. This says move all test subjects, not just the one. Right? There's 2 repulsion gel cards.
That's all from a single chamber to another one. Yep.
As opposed to some of the other ones that are.
Yeah, just off one.
This one's
Try to use a card to move somebody. Okay. Probably wasting my time.
Don't activate, okay. I mean, you can. Oh, no, but it against you. The cake.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We were trying to get cake and kill other people's cake.
I'm not doing so good at that. I'm incinerating one of Tim's cakes.
Does he have more cakes than
He
you?
does. Okay. I'm gonna do this one.
Cave Johnson.
Goes in the incinerator.
To earn cake from an activated chamber, all test subjects in that chamber must be the same color, so you basically have to be alone.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a nice one.
All my cake is in one spot. And I can't ever get more stuff if I don't.
Yeah.
I'll hit the turret. It's done.
Okay. So you can move the turret.
I do make sure that even if nobody's there. Okay.
I think it's anywhere.
Sure then.
Or any
No!
one. And you also
Oh,
get a person.
anywhere?
No, I think it's just the new bench.
Okay. Or one adjacent.
We could look it up in the book if you want, but I assume it's the same as the turret card. And you get a person if you have a person was on there too.
But I didn't have any people there, so did I get that stuff?
You still get the stuff. The only reason I'm recycling here is just because it's easier to do. Technically, if it's a person here, anybody on a activated tile is getting returned back to their people.
No, I know.
And then you reap
I
the
thought you
rewards.
had to have
So-
at least one person
so
on there, though.
So
no. He activated the cube without a person on it.
you didn't? Okay.
Right.
Then you don't get the rewards.
Okay.
Oh.
So his person's back.
Would he have done that, though?
Were
Yeah.
you on that activated cube?
I don't know.
No, you weren't. Okay.
I only have one player.
Nobody gets anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry.
That's
good.
why I was
Yeah,
surprised.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, but then why would...
I misinterpreted what was going on.
I mean,
I'm not gonna activate yours, so it's gonna be one of the other two.
well, there's a middle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe I should have done a middle one to deny people cake.
That's a strategy.
I think that's the objective of the game. That's the uncooperative part, right?
That's to acquire cake.
I need
And destroy other people's cake. Or at least lessen their opportunity for cake.
Cake opportunities. Will work for cake.
Are
Yep.
you done now? Where are we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you,
turn.
you recycled.
Sorry, I got all thrown off.
Jeez.
It's already late at night. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be soon, though. Does this
It's
still
gonna be
work?
dark.
Oh, I miss you, Motorola. But it's still my actual phone. Anyways.
That's the same.
Huh?
I hate my shitty PSN name.
The actress in Tomb Raider, the game, is it Sagittarius? Just let you know. In case that changes your strategy.
You guys are all tied right now.
Yeah.
And then the tie goes to the most people, or the person with the most person.
That's what I figured.
People on there.
On the board.
On the board, yeah.
So.
However, keep in mind if you're thinking about destroying me, is that what you're considering?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can tell you it'll get rid of the purple cube, or the purple cake.
You can... Oh.
You won't get the benefits of the tile, because the game will end as soon as it's activated.
Okay.
Because my lonely person will be then off the board. I have no one on the board. Game ends.
Yeah.
That includes everyone's off the board at that
Right.
point.
My question is I have this that lets me kill a test subject.
Okay.
So can I just kill you?
No.
If you kill me, if you have more purple
Yeah,
guys on the
if
board,
he does
you would
that,
win.
He wins.
Yes.
So you should totally do that then.
Yeah. So
Why would you not do that?
Okay.
And then you win.
Then you win.
No,
Because you're
so
tied
close.
for cakes.
Three
but
people
you
with
have
3 cakes, but he has 5, and
people, and
we have
3 and 1.
Well played, Tim.
Yay.
Well played.
You acquired the cakes.
Could have killed Joe too. Did
Yeah,
the same
that's
thing,
true.
But you just had to rub it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
You suck,
What did I do?
John.
Nothing.
You taught us the
What does
game,
Shell
John.
do?
And once at the start of each player's turn, they may move 1 portal token to any chamber.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Okay.
Oh, crap, I forgot one whole rule of the game.
Yeah, right. The portals actually do stuff.
No, so you have a portal gun at the back of your card.
Oh.
I forgot about this. Sorry. I only played it once before.
And you can use your portal gun and move them to 2, except for the very last row. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, so when deploying
deploying
a card, you can, instead of doing a thing,
Yeah.
you can move the portal.
Well, I probably...
Yeah.
You can move
I
both
will.
portals.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Sorry.
Makes the game a lot more interesting.
For some reason, I just remember that when the shell came up. There was a lot of...
Damn it!
portals in a short period of
That's
time.
alright.
You guys were still pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As just my one person, I could have like strategically airdropped them with some of these cards that I had that I didn't want.
Yeah.
Like ship the portals and move them through the portal.
in separate bags.
No, they can... Oh wait, what was in that bag?
I don't know.
Basically means you can
then
use
sure,
the cards
yes.
to connect any 2 tiles, so then you can really move the people around a lot more easily, which makes more sense. Because
Yes, yeah, I was.
They just
my
hand out portal for
tongue in
free.
cheek. There was absolutely
They
nothing
don't
that
even care.
That's a
That's
nice
cool.
they literally nobody used the portal ever in the game because we didn't have our portal guns.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what? We might,
One portal thing that... It's on the back of the card, I completely forgot.
I could have just put these in my eyes the entire time.
It's weird that it's on the back, kind of.
Almond shape works.
You think they're ready? Go with the blue color.
Oh wait,
Or
hold on.
activate.
Yeah. I don't. If this was my board game, I would totally shove these into my eyelids. But I don't want you to have
I don't want your eye juice.
eye mites. Eyelids.
mites?
Their eyelashes have mites in them.
That's so creepy.
But it's true.
Yeah, but it's so
All of
creepy.
them?
Yes, everyone. Your eyelids have mites.
Little tiny creatures.
They're mighty.
Mm-hmm.
All I got is puns. When I was born, all I had was puns.
What do you think?
It's cool. Clever.
I really like the portal gun.
I like that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
First take all my cake and incinerate it,
Then kill you.
and then kill me.
You know, I honestly do think it's because you know.
I would have used that
and
thing if I would have.
Oh yeah, I would have totally used the portal gun too. That's the whole point, right?
So yeah, you can look at those. So your guys are gonna pick 2 of those, and those will be your starting characters.
Oh.
And then you'll take the standee for that character, and we'll put them in the colony.
Oh, and we're working together ostensibly.
Ostensibly. So I will. Okay.
Are these face down?
No, we know who your characters
Okay.
are going to be.
Oh my god.
Your objectives are secret, I think.
Yeah.
I am the best character.
What's good?
Okay, so
All of it.
yeah. Well, here I got them all
What's the
Santa.
number? Oh, what? It's
An
got a
alcoholic.
low number in the upper right
Yeah,
there,
here.
whatever.
Okay, so the number in the upper right is
Yeah,
like
but it's,
is the influence. So the higher the number,
The more influential.
the more important he is. Like I have the mayor, he's 68.
Ooh,
I
yeah,
have a
that's
mall
good.
Santa, he's 14 because he's
Not
a
much
drunk.
influence.
There's a stunt dog, which sadly none of us got.
Can you
I
read
saw
what's
that.
on your card? Just
Yeah, yeah, Sparky.
He's so cool.
So each of us get 4 dice.
thank you. Here, I'll pass
So
it. Thank you.
before you guys pick your characters and I start handing out the objectives,
Nice.
let me just tell you how the dice work. So at the start of each turn, we're gonna roll our dice, like all of them.
Cool.
So this is our action dice pool.
Okay.
So
Everyone rolls your dice.
yeah, everyone rolls
Sure.
your dice, and so you put them like you see on unused action dice.
Okay.
So whenever you want to do one of the actions that requires a die, you move it from one to the other, from unused to used.
Okay, those top
Ye-
ones. Okay.
Yeah. So, like when it says here, attack and search, like you notice your characters have these numbers on here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what you have to roll to attack. This is what kind of dice you have to spend to attack.
I see.
So if you're a 2+, you have to spend something that's
At
at least
least
a 2.
two.
Same with a search. So in my case, I rolled 2 1s, so that's kind of bad.
I'm sorry. What? That one you'd have to get at least a 4.
Well, you have to just, like, if this was your dice that you had rolled,
Yeah.
and you wanted to kill a zombie, you would have to use this dice and just
Oh,
move
I
it.
see.
You don't have
It's
to
not
roll
the
again.
number of dice. That dice is an action.
The number
Yeah.
on the dice that
Okay.
you can
And
accomplish.
so then if you wanted to search, you could use either this
Or
or
the
this.
I've already chosen.
But then if it was any
Cards
one
that's
choose
attack.
themselves, really.
And
Yeah.
then search?
Yeah.
Okay, and then basically gets used automatically if I want to attack. Do
Mhm.
I have to attack? Oh, because that attack is one of the things.
It's one of the actions that
Oh,
requires.
and there's an icon to match.
Your
Okay.
We should probably move the standees so that your card can be visible. Oh, I don't know.
So,
Your pool is simple for it.
yeah, I mean, don't really worry too much about. So, okay. So the goal of this particular game here is for every time a zombie is killed, roll a die. If the die result is a 4 or higher, add a zombie token, which is like one of these things here, on this card. Accumulate 3 zombies on the main objective for each player that started the game. So basically, when we kill a zombie, we roll a die. And then if it's a 4 or better, we put a token on here. Once we reach 12 tokens, we win.
Okay.
But we have, this is the number of turns, which is 6. So we have to do it before it reaches 0, or before our morale reaches 0.
Or we're all dead.
Or the game's over. Yeah. So I'll give out, so we each have secret objectives. There is 1 betrayer card in here.
Can we look at this before choosing our people?
Yeah. So these are secret. So if it's like, it'll say betrayal on the bottom, but if it's just like a regular card, it'll say like you have 2 victory conditions. So we each have our own private victory condition. So one is tied to just winning for the team, and the other is going to be tied to like you have to have X number of drugs or food or something like that in your hand.
Okay.
Can more than one person be any type of whatever it's called on here?
What do you mean?
Like your objective? Can somebody have the same objective as
I
you?
don't think they have.
Like how is
overlapping.
this deck assembled? Is it depending on how many people are
Yeah,
playing?
you take. It was just two cards per person,
Okay.
and then one betrayer card put in, and then just shuffled it.
Okay,
just hand
and
it
then
out.
you have it. Okay.
This isn't my secret card.
And then finally, I just need to see how many.
If everyone wants to show their card up to the camera, might be interesting.
So,
How do we know?
so every turn we're going to have a crisis that's going to show up. So and we're going to have to deal with that. So I'll take from the bottom. Like this one, so by the end of the turn, we have to contribute the number of junk cards, which will have the cards which I'm going to actually deal to now.
It's like stuff you can find around.
Yeah. So these are our starter cards. What are these? So these are our starter items.
Okay.
So we have like food or not weapons. We have like food and fuel and stuff, and it's got like an icon on the side. Jesus. That indicates like if it's junk. So
Like literal junk?
yeah, well sometimes it says junk. So we would have to contribute, which is this pile here. In this particular crisis, it's junk equals the number of non-exiled players, because you can exile players if you think one of them is a betrayer. We do that just by voting. And then there's like exiled
I
cards.
vote that Dave is the betrayer.
And then there's like a fail condition. Like this one has each non-exiled player must gain one survivor. Well, must give one survivor they control to the player to their left. And then if you exceed it, you can gain morale. Like this says we need 4, but it's optional gain an extra 2 junk to gain morale. So that makes sense? So basically,
yeah.
we draw a crisis. We have to deal with that crisis. We contribute to the crisis in secret. And then at the end of the turn, we will go over like that.
Sorry, I missed that.
So at the start of every turn, we draw a crisis card.
Okay.
The crisis says what we need to have
To complete the crisis.
to complete the crisis.
Okay.
At the end of so like in this case, we need junk equals to the number of non-exiled
Alright.
players.
And that's like indicated on these cards.
Yeah, the little icon on the side.
Okay.
So then if you fail, you deal with that. If you succeed, you're fine.
Okay.
Additionally,
Is that like a group thing or per?
yeah,
person?
so like this is a group crisis for our
Okay.
colony. We contribute, which is not a dice action. If you notice here,
Okay.
cards of the crisis.
Okay.
We contribute in secret.
Oh.
Put the cards face down.
Okay.
And if you notice,
Are there like cards that go against?
if
that
there's
number or
a
something?
betrayer, yes. If there's a betrayer, they're going to want to put stuff in, because if we fail crisis, we lose morale. And if we lose morale, we lose the game.
Okay.
But also, if you put, like, if it calls for food and somebody puts fuel in there, we lose morale for just having the fuel as well.
Okay.
You put it in that.
So we only contribute basically one each.
You can
card?
contribute as many cards as you want.
Okay.
You can contribute
But
all of them.
like, how do you succeed or fail?
If you meet the number.
So everybody
Oh,
contributes.
okay. There was a specific number. It wasn't
Yeah.
just one symbol. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
And, like, so...
And are there stuff that like counter each other? Then?
No, nothing's going to counter.
Okay.
So, like...
Just fuel is bad.
Yeah. No,
Well,
no,
it
like...
depends on the challenge.
Like,
Oh,
so...
you might need fuel.
Yeah, so, like, you're right. There
Okay.
might be a crisis that is food.
Okay.
And so then, like, we'll go out, like, we might have food, or we go to the grocery store.
Okay.
which
I
has
I
food.
think I get it.
So this is the
You need to
likelihood of-
meet You need to meet
Those are the
the
things
numbers,
you
the
can find.
criteria.
Yeah.
Okay. In order to succeed, if we don't succeed, then the morale goes down.
Yes.
Or what was the fuel thing?
That was an
Gas
example.
station.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought it was.
So, like,
specific to fuel.
let's say we need
Okay,
fuel.
I think I get it.
Or let's say we need food.
Okay, we need 5 or
4 food.
3 food.
It's always the number of players.
Okay, so we need 4 food.
So we need 4 food.
and
Let's
we
say,
need to get
like,
4 food.
let's say David, I'm not saying he is, but let's say
So
Say
David's
the
a
betrayer,
betrayer.
David. Okay.
We all
But let's say, like, so we all put, so, like, I put in 2 food, you put in 2 food, Joe puts in a food. So we're at 5, we're fine.
We're good.
But then David puts in a fuel.
Okay.
So like even though we met the condition of the crisis,
Okay.
we still lose 1 morale because David put fuel in
So
there.
you still win the crisis.
We still win the crisis.
But you lose the morale because you think like, oh, there's somebody still messing with
Somebody's
us.
still messing with us.
That's why we do it in secret.
But
Yeah.
And we do it in secret
nobody-
and we shuffle it.
Okay, so nobody will know.
So the thing though that makes it so you can try and figure it out is that each card on here
Okay.
has where it came from.
Yeah.
So if you see, oh, there's fuel from the gas station, and you're like, oh, only David was at the gas station.
Okay.
I think he's the betrayer.
Dun, 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 dun.
But these cards
Or
have, but
starter.
the ones have starter.
Yeah.
So
you know
then you
those
have no
didn't come
idea.
from anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are
Where,
more anonymous.
where do
else would
your
fuel
leftover
come
people
from?
go?
Just put those in
Leftover
the deck.
people?
The people we're not using,
I,
Where is the deck?
just anywhere. I
Is
don't.
that it there? Does
Yeah,
this need
yeah.
to be here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we gonna pull new people at any point?
If you have people that die,
the answer to your question is nowhere.
So we'll shuffle this basically.
The only
No,
one
we don't
I
need to
feel
shuffle
like
them.
is the gas station.
maybe put them at the bottom.
Okay.
But
So
if you're
then
the only one at the gas station.
grab your people and then we put them on here. So
Oh, can you explain the waste pile since that
oh yeah,
plays
so
into
like
what?
so we are going to need food.
Like supplies and
So like for every I think it's for every 2 survivors, we
Mhm.
need to have food in the food supply at the end of the turn, otherwise morale goes down.
Are we survivors?
We're all
Yeah.
survivors.
Okay. So
There's
each
also-
of these characters.
Yeah, for who are here. So if we're out here,
Okay.
we don't need to. So like
But we're still survivors no matter
yes,
where we are.
the term is just survivors.
Okay.
So, but there are going to be like nameless survivors that we find who just come back and take up space.
stop eating our food, you.
I mean, they
Are
have
those
names.
called like one of my? I don't think that's. Oh, this one says something about killing zombies. As long as there is at least one helpless survivor. Is that somebody
Oh,
that's
you
not?
Yeah, the
I'm
helpless
looking for your guys.
survivors
Oh.
are token.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not us. Basically. Okay.
I'll lay down these standees that aren't. Wait.
Okay, so
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's very Bieber-esque.
guys.
Bieber Fever. Yes, I'm listening.
So we play in order to play like to put in food or like any of the other cards you have
Mm-hmm.
because they do other things like medicine lets you heal, remove wounds, fuel lets you move without having to roll the exposure die, which I'll get to. So anything you're spending, you put in the waste pile. At the end of the turn, like you count the number of waste,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's more than 10, we lose morale. So basically, someone has to clean up crap. Has to like spend. That's one of the action or one of the dies. To use an action die,
Clean waste.
clean
It
waste.
doesn't take.
It doesn't.
any
You don't
number.
need a specific number.
What
You,
does
Right.
3 cards mean?
you get rid
Oh,
of
three.
it.
Okay.
Now there's like a janitor who gets rid of more.
Oh.
Yeah, there's.
I might actually take him.
So we need someone to clean up crap. So we need to put in food, and we need to clean up crap.
How do we vote food is?
Food is you put in food as your card. So you have a
Oh,
food card.
okay.
You can spend food tokens to like. I don't know.
Will the food come up here too or no?
We might need a food. Yeah.
Okay,
So we
so
might have
we
a
need
problem
to
where
both
like a
food.
crisis is like we need food.
You know, the food.
Yeah.
But
we're
we
also-
don't have enough food to
Yeah.
feed
Yeah.
people at the end of the day.
And you might have a secret objective that says you need to have food. So you'd be like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, and you're like, oh, sorry guys, there's no food. Can't find any food.
Oh man.
So
More medicine.
Wait, is everyone working against each other then?
No,
Basically,
we're
there's
supposed
something-
to
no,
be
we're working together.
But I mean, like objectives, you might like be hoarding food. Or
Yeah. So we have our
something.
own secret objectives, but
Yeah.
we want to win.
Okay.
But we also want to win our secret objective.
Yeah.
Right. So that's probably pretty typical of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's working for
Theoretically,
themselves.
everybody wants to survive and
Yeah.
help each other,
But
but
really-
they also all have their own
So-
agenda.
The
Not
way,
me.
so like,
Never do that. Give me the food.
so the way like when you move, like you can move freely anywhere.
Yeah.
And,
From any
like-
one place to wherever else.
But whenever you move, you have to roll, and when you attack a zombie. So whenever you attack a zombie, you kill the zombie,
Mhm.
no matter what.
Mhm.
We get to roll this die.
Mhm.
So there are.
Like you might hit a hazard, basically.
So when you move, this is the exposure die.
Mhm.
So like, 6 sides, nothing happens. If you roll this, you get a wound. Your character gets a wound. You can have 3 wounds before the character dies.
Okay.
When the character dies, morale goes down. This is frostbite, so you get a wound, and then you keep accumulating wounds. So you want to get rid of that.
So you fix it somehow?
Yeah,
How
and
do
then
you fix
this,
stuff?
medicine.
Okay. Oh,
And this is the character is killed outright.
The tooth?
Yeah.
It's just instantly, like they're bitten, basically.
So the problem when that happens is, let's say Jonathan and I are at the school.
Yeah.
And I kill a zombie.
And then you get bitten.
And I get bitten. There's a chance that the bite can spread to Jonathan.
And he also can
Then he can either just kill that survivor outright,
Uh-huh.
or you roll the die, and if it's anything but a blank space, Jonathan's dead as well.
Oh, jeez.
So that, like, obviously you're gonna die either. Well,
Does morality go down when
Yes.
that happens? Okay. Basically, morality always goes down.
morale is always going down.
But we can get it back.
You can get morale back up by
Like the rounds, which
by-
are finite.
by this, and then there's also the crossroads cards, which is
Which-
like
okay.
the big thing that this game is like known for.
Player to your right must draw a crossroads card
So,
at the
like-
beginning of your turn.
Yeah, so like if I go, if it's my turn, Joe, because that
Hello.
goes backwards.
Yeah.
You would draw the top card, which I
I
will
will.
draw, and then on the top it has like an italics that says what the trigger condition is. So if that event never happens,
So I just hold on to it and keep track of what
Yeah.
you're doing, and then if that happens,
you read it.
I read
if
it.
it doesn't read it, you just put it at the bottom.
got it.
So like this one is like, if the player controls Brian, and I don't know,
Brian.
I have Brian.
Oh,
And if Brian is at the colony, then you start reading it.
Okay.
And then like you're presented with a choice.
Okay.
And then it's
It's
usually kind of silly. It's sort of more humorous.
It sounds entertaining. At
So
least in
Tim,
principle.
just so you know, we've renamed Brian to Justin Bieber.
So we need to put our characers.
Justin Bieber.
Where do they go?
Here.
They start in the colony.
I'm still not sure who to pick because I feel like my people are kind of.
Any order?
And it doesn't matter.
Who's your other?
Mine is the sheriff.
Yeah, why don't you guys say who you are?
He's got a cowboy hat. So
What
I'm
are
Brian.
they, what are they kind of
Okay.
stuff do they do?
So I'm Brian Lee. I have Brian Lee. He's the mayor. His own abilities. Once per round, you may increase an unused action die you control by 1. So I can make this a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Daniel Smith, the sheriff. Anywhere, and it says 4+. Once per round, you may kill 2 zombies at Daniel's current location.
Right.
Only roll once on the exposure die, which is the red
Right.
death die.
Right.
I've got Bev Russell, which seem pretty similar, except for there's a little caveat. What does this +1+ mean next to colony?
Once per round. I think this at the round, you can kill 2 zombies on just by spending a die.
Okay.
But
But as long as there is at least one helpless survivor
Yeah.
token at that colony.
So she's a
or
mother.
at the colony.
She's a mother, so she's
Okay.
like protective.
Okay. Do not roll for exposure.
So you can kill zombies
you
for
can kill
free.
a zombie without taking any risk
Okay.
in that circumstance.
And then I have David Garcia, who can, anywhere, when performing a search with David, you may look at 1 additional card. Does that mean you
He's
pick,
an
you pick
accountant.
one
So you
out
can
of the
pick
2,
2, yeah.
and then
So the way,
choose one?
so the searching, like you can search with the die,
Okay.
just fine. But if like you want to keep searching, you can add noise tokens. So you're searching
okay.
loudly,
Yeah.
and then the number of noise tokens there are, you roll a die, and then depending on the result, more zombies could show up because they're attracted to the noise.
Yeah.
I think it's on a 4.
Okay, I have a card. Or sorry, why don't you do yours then? I'll talk about mine. Did you guys just pick the ones with the highest numbers on the card?
No, I mean I no, because that doesn't really matter.
Their actions
looks
seem
fun.
really similar, albeit a little different, but
Yeah, I mean each
what is
character
the...
is just a slight bonus to one specific thing.
Yeah. What does the operate mean again in the grand scheme of
It's like
things?
influence.
So there might be like if there's a bunch of zombies in a spot,
Okay.
it has to do with like the order of who dies.
Oh,
So like the lower influence dies
First.
first.
great.
So if you have all low influence, you
Pretty
should pick
much.
the 2 highest ones.
Well, no, then it doesn't matter.
So
Actually,
yeah,
they're
for the
all
noise
lower.
tokens, we roll a die. If it's a
But yeah.
3 or lower, we add another zombie to that spot. And we also add a zombie for each survivor there.
Wait, 3 or lower?
Yeah. So like, let's say I'm here and I searched and I made a bunch
As
of
long
noise.
as 1 noise is there, you're
Yeah.
gonna get another zombie.
Well, you're gonna get a zombie no matter what because I'm here.
Okay.
But then you roll for additional zombies. And if there's already 4 here and we get another zombie, then everyone dies at that location. because it's just like overrun.
Overrun, okay.
So we need all of our characters.
Right. What do your guys do?
Alright. Well, Jonathan has just placed Thomas Hart, soldier. Colony 5+, whatever that means.
Yeah, what does that mean? Because I have one like that too.
Once per round, you may kill 2 zombies at the colony, and you do not roll for exposure.
So he's good at defense too.
Yeah, what is that number next to colony? That's what I was asking you before.
5+.
I have a 1+.
So that's my target to do something.
What are you looking for?
Colony.
This number.
Oh, that's just the action die you would spend to do that.
To do that action.
So in her case, she does it no matter
Anywhere,
what,
okay.
because
But as long as there's a helpless survivor.
as long as there's a
in the
helpless
colony.
survivor, which we have none right now.
Yeah.
You spend a die. Oh no.
No, it's just the cost.
Oh.
So you need to have a roll of at least 5 to do
Ah.
that. To do
That's
that
pretty
thing.
cool. Still cool. And
23.
my second character is Kodiak Colby,
Nice.
woodsman. Anywhere. Kodiak does not count toward the total number of survivors when determining how much food the colony needs
Oh.
or when placing zombies.
Nice.
When performing a search with Kodiak, you cannot use noise tokens.
Oh, there's already zombies.
That's what it says. So he can search all the time without adding noise token.
He's the ranger.
That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
and he doesn't count against.
No, he doesn't need to. We don't need to provide food for him either.
No?
That's good.
All right.
Just the food ones, though. Still needs to help with the other.
So I
I
still don't know what to pick. I'm kind of confused because one of the characters I have says I can look at one card at random in a player's hand.
Okay.
Not
Why
for
do I
secret
want
card.
to do that?
Maybe if you want to determine if someone can help for a crisis and if they're holding out on you.
See, so it's the lawyer.
Okay.
So trying to determine if somebody's
Yeah.
cheating or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like a pain. Yeah.
There's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
a tape.
We didn't get the dog.
So one of the things that we didn't get is we can get weapons at the police station. That
Yes.
helps you to kill zombies without having to roll die. The dog can have guns.
What? So it's D-Dog.
Huh?
It's D-Dog, basically.
Yeah, and that dog's awesome actually.
Yeah.
The only problem
So-
with him is his influence is like 10
Oh, wow.
because he's a dog.
Yeah.
Since you guys have a whole, I'm not going to pick my random farmer guy who's a 12.
Okay.
He can get an additional card when searching the grocery store,
Mhm.
which is useful. But instead of that, I am Loretta Clay, who's the cook.
Oh, that's useful.
So I have 4+. Once per round, I may add 2 food tokens to the food supply.
That's
And Brandon Kane, the janitor, who cleans 5 cards instead of 3 out of the waste pile for 1 action.
Time is it?
It is
4:30. So in order to clear out the waste or contribute food, you have to be at the colony.
Okay.
So.
Who did?
And
Felicia did.
Joe, I think you
Supervisor.
have the food tokens by you.
Oh, good.
Um,
Yeah, these ones.
yeah. And then like those are the wound tokens.
Yeah.
You can also
Wound and
build-
frostbite.
These are not food. Those
Those are zombies.
I was kidding. What is this? Barricade?
Barricades? Oh yeah, so yeah, you can build a barricade.
Something else.
So you put a barricade in the zombie spot.
Okay. So that'll prevent them.
It
from
prevents a
getting in.
zombie
Okay.
from.
Is that just that round?
Yeah,
Or
so that it's
doesn't-
basically like, let's say we need to add 3 zombies, you would add 2 and remove the barricade.
Okay.
Why are some of the tokens open cans and some not?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think that matters.
Some are fish, some are beans, and all the fish look like they're open already.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's barricade is one of the actions that
all the
require
beans
a
are
dice.
intact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, clean
very
waste.
strange.
Attract. Why would you want to attract?
I don't know.
Would that move zombies from one location to another?
Yeah.
Towards
Well,
you?
then that could
Yeah.
be useful to try to even them out if there's a whole bunch at one location.
Let's just
Yeah.
read what attract says. To perform attract action, a player must choose a survivor he controls and spend an action die of any result to move 2 zombies from any location to any empty entrance spaces at the survivor's chosen location. So if an area is going to be overrun
Mm-hmm.
and like another area is not, you can move 2 zombies
That
there.
happens all the time in the movies. The guy like takes the metal pipe and like ding ding ding
Yeah.
to distract them while somebody
Yeah.
else does something similar.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
rubber bands.
Play. Oh, play cards. So each of these cards can also be used to do stuff.
yeah, so it'll say on there
Yeah,
If
like
it- potentially they're
the
actionable
food will
cards.
add food to the food supply. Medicine will cure wounds. Fuel, I think, lets you move without rolling an exposure die.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think junk does something.
And why does each card say waste pile on it too? Like that's what it does.
That's what you put it on the waste pile.
Oh, I see. What the effect of you? What it's saying is put it in the pile and then get this. So
Yeah.
you're discarding it.
And that's the
to
play
get
a card.
to get the benefit.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay, so the player with the highest influence number
That's
goes first.
totally you.
That's me.
Mayor Beaver.
So I'll go first then. And so reveal. So again, we'll go over what we need here. For every zombie that is killed, roll a die. If the result is a 4 or higher, put a zombie token on the objective card.
Oh, do I draw crossroads right now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then once we have 12 total zombie tokens on the objective card, we win the game. Alright? Makes sense?
Crossroads because you're the player to the
And that's
right.
the whole complete
This
game
is-
objective.
this is the
Everybody will
objective.
do it. So you'll have a crossroads to keep track of during my turns. And so on.
Okay.
And
So
it's triggered on a condition, which hasn't happened yet.
So here's what we need
So
here.
you gotta pay attention.
Yeah, so I have to pay attention to what he's doing. Well,
So-
you always probably should be paying attention.
So our crisis is we need junk or fuel equal to the number of players.
And when does this go away?
At the end of the
This
turn.
is a round thing.
Yeah.
So everyone goes.
So everyone
we gotta make
goes.
that, okay.
So we have
What
the
is the
player,
order? Okay, right there.
the player phase, and then the colony phase. So
Who's first player? Oh, you
Me.
are. Right, sorry.
and then the first player actually goes right.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, the colony phase is we'll pay food. So we'll make sure we have enough food. Check waste. Resolve the crisis. Add extra zombies. Check the main objective. See if we won. Move the round marker and then pass the first player token.
Got it, right.
So
So,
I'm gonna-
that's like a maintenance phase
Yeah.
after we all do our
And I'm
thing.
rolling.
Should we do that all now, or that's terrible?
Oh my god.
Should we all roll now, or roll when it
Yeah.
gets to us?
No, just everyone rolls.
Okay. Roll your dice.
I should have kept my first roll.
I started with dice at 1 pip so that to reduce the psychological effect of rolling ones eventually.
So, and if we lose a survivor, like if one of your players
My
dies,
brain is full.
if one of your players dies, you lose an action die.
That's why we're playing the board game earlier. Yeah.
And then like if you,
Oh,
so if you
okay.
lose one,
Use one of the 4 for one player.
yeah, and if you gain one,
you add a
you
die.
add one.
Nice.
Okay. So everyone rolled. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
yes,
pretty
sir.
good.
All right. So
You did
I'm
the
gonna.
best
So I
overall.
rolled like shit,
Mine's pretty average, but good average.
but I'm gonna increase one of these to a 3 because that's what the mayor can do because he's awesome.
Oh.
I like how the sheriff is really shitty at searching. It's not very good sheriff.
Your searching's hard.
So
Nobody's
really
really good at it except for the woodsman is our only character who has a 2 on that.
garbage. All right, so I'm
I
gonna
have a
take.
4.
No,
Oh,
but
that's-
the
oh,
lower
that's
number is
bad,
better.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
That's
take
right,
the
so
sheriff.
Most of my people are pretty good at fighting. No, not as good as you guys.
So you're not rolling to get this. You're already using your dice.
Right.
Okay.
That's the threshold to be able to
Yeah.
do those actions.
Yeah.
with
So
the action
I
dice.
just moved the sheriff to the police station. So
Yeehaw!
I have to roll the exposure die.
He has a spiked bat. That's pretty.
So nothing happened
Yay.
to him.
They didn't notice you.
And then I'm gonna move mayor, handsome mayor, to the gas station because we need gas.
I mean, they don't make you say
He's
handsome.
Justin
there,
freaking
do they?
Bieber. I swear to God.
Pretty young
And
for
then
a
nothing
man.
happened to him. So then
Yeah, he's like 26.
I'm gonna have.
You have to roll that every single time.
When you
Yeah, every time you move.
without using fuel.
But once you're there.
Then once you're there, you don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. And then
But
so
unless you like search too much,
Yeah.
then I might get a new zombie. Would you have to roll? that?
No.
Only when you
Okay.
attack the zombie.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna spend my 2 die here for the sheriff to attack that zombie.
Okay. You need to roll an exposure.
So
Still
nothing.
good. So
And
that
then-
zombie's dead.
So that's the zombie is dead. So then now I roll a die to see if we get a zombie
Okay.
sample.
Right.
So we did.
Sweet.
That's
That's
good.
a zombie sample.
What
That's
we need to win
what
the
we
game.
need to win the
Okay.
We
game.
need 11 more now.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Right.
And then I'm going to have him kill that zombie as well.
Who that? Oh.
That,
You were
that
the
pretty
mayor.
boy.
So he got a wound.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
That's alright.
no,
But the zombie's still dead, so I still get to roll a die.
That zombie looks
Why
like
did he
a
die?
sugar.
Because you still attack.
The zombie always dies.
Okay.
Wound.
And then
So it's a good idea to kind of.
I also want
The
to
zombies.
search, but I have to make
Oh, yeah.
noise to do that.
Bottom line is we need to kill enough zombies while staying alive to get the tokens.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna search. I'm gonna make noise to search. because I don't have good enough rolls. Okay. And then I'm gonna make noise over here. Don't be so loud.
Do you have to make noise?
I don't, but not normally, but I have shitty dice.
You can't use it.
So you
for
can still
action die.
search.
Yeah, you can search with
With a die,
a die.
but it makes noise. Because you're not searching well. You're rummaging around and making lots of.
But if you succeed, then you don't make noise.
You don't succeed, like you just move the die over.
But does that count as one succeed?
Yeah.
So you don't make noise then?
Yeah.
You just search.
But I only have
Okay.
ones, and I need a 4s or 5.
Okay, but you can still search.
You just add
You
noise,
just add noise.
and then you run the risk of a zombie spawning.
Okay.
So to prevent that, and since I have 2 left, I'm going to just build a barricade. I'm going to build a barricade in each location.
With your 2 dice?
Yeah.
Wait, so did you find anything when you searched?
Yeah.
But you don't have to tell us what it was.
No, but I am going to put something in the crisis. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, Jonathan.
Is it?
So my crossroads card didn't go off?
Wasn't it his turn?
No, it goes, so the
No.
first player goes that way.
Okay.
But
the actual game player
goes
goes this way.
What does first player actually give you?
You just go first.
Nothing
Oh,
other
okay.
than you're the first one
So
to
now
take
I
action.
read your crossroads card.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, what do I want to do?
You want to kill zombies.
and
You
find
want to
Search.
kill zombies and get junk
Get-
or fuel.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we need junk and fuel. Where are they?
Wait, that's what the challenge is for right now?
This
junk
one.
is junk and fuel. Okay.
So
Junk is this guy? And
Yeah.
fuel is this guy?
so
might-
the likelihood. So you're gonna the most.
Oh, okay.
This is
Glad
the
I-
likelihood.
I'm glad I clarified that because I thought it was food for some reason.
Good fuel here,
So
basically.
I might
This
have
is
put
the
the
gas
wrong
station.
thing in thinking I was doing the right thing.
But you're not gonna find.
Nobody would know.
Yeah.
Nobody would know, yeah.
Well, you would then.
You won't find any fuel at the school.
And they're all start items, so you can't tell who
But
did what.
junk, sort of in the same spot. So it's almost better to go to the police station.
Yeah.
Or here. That's why you went there. Which makes
Which
sense.
one of the
right?
icons are items?
And also, this is the only place you can get a weapon. So.
You can
Like,
get a
are
weapon
weapons
here.
items?
Oh yeah, at the gas station.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm not sure.
Because weapon. Oh
What about that? And the tools are those items?
yeah.
Okay.
And then this
can, like,
books
equip
for the
stuff,
books
Yeah.
are like bonuses for you.
Okay.
You can only get those up a lot.
What's the crisis card?
In the
We already
school.
did that?
That's the,
Yes.
you need
Okay.
we need 4 gasoline.
So I don't need to do
or
that.
fuel.
No,
And I-
now you can.
So I just do player turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're in step 2.
Okay.
Or 3,
Oh,
sorry.
that's 2 people.
We did 1, which is that. We all rolled, which is 2, and then now we're all doing 3.
Wonder Dog gives me hope.
So it's like a weird balance, right? Because like you killed the zombies there,
Mhm.
so that's helpful, but at the same time we need this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, should I might put one here.
Or this Lowe's doesn't instill trust.
He does not roll for
There's a-
exposure when attacking.
There's a chance of getting fuel,
Yeah.
and then I'll go
This is
here
really
to the police
my
station.
I guess
So
so.
kind of split
So
my
only
screen
the-
up.
His Korean
And
ninja.
you also keep in mind that when we do the add zombies,
I want to switch these.
when we do the add zombies phase, we add a zombie for each survivor at a location.
Okay. And your barricade helps prevent one.
Prevent
of us.
one.
Okay.
And then the barricade goes away, presumably.
Alright, so
Yeah.
now I get to do my actions.
Yeah.
So, are there an order to this?
No, you can do it however you want.
Okay. Do I kind of want to take the zombies out first? Does
Well, we
that
need
make
to
sense?
take out zombies to win the game.
Okay. Is there a
He
zombie
wanders off and
taking
passes
out
out in the ditch
token
and
that
dies, and everybody feels
keeps track of that?
That's this here.
I just
Okay.
wanted to see what the dog did. That's what I'm looking.
The dog's awesome.
I mean, clearly, based on the art
He's
alone.
amazing.
That's why I put
Today
it next to
is-
Felicia.
As herself. Actress.
No comment.
So I can do.
So she,
I can basically do 4 of those, and then any of
Sparky's a
these.
stunt dog.
Yeah, I mean you spend them one at a time.
Okay.
So keep in mind we have to contribute to the crisis.
Seriously.
When does that happen?
At the end,
Usually
at the end of all our turns.
Okay.
So you contribute to the crisis whenever you want. So you can search and then contribute.
Okay.
Or you can contribute and then search.
Yes.
Okay.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's not in any order used.
The artist that got to work on this game
Is that
had
one
a
of
great
these
job
things?
and did a great job.
I'll play a card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm totally like the staff of the school. The cook and the janitor.
Yeah, you are. Unfortunately, you have characters who are best served to stay here.
Yeah, I'm probably camping out over there for most of the game.
Can I search twice in a location if I have like 2 floors?
Yeah. And you don't have to tell us what you got.
What do you mean? Oh, you 2 floors?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously I can tell you what I got there.
Is there a max hand?
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe actually.
Doesn't say anything about discarding, but
Well, I mean, you discard by contributing stuff to piles.
generally speaking, post-apocalyptic zombie scenarios aren't known for plentiful resources, so maybe they just count on scarcity to limit your hand size a reasonable degree. Like, you know what I mean? Need for stuff.
Yeah, he does look like Milton, the janitor.
Well, first I'm gonna kill this zombie. I have a 6.
Yeah.
So that takes care of him.
Yeah, anything higher than that.
Where does he go?
The zombie.
The zombie pile is over here.
Okay.
And you roll.
So you have to roll the die.
See if
Oh,
you
sorry.
get hurt, and then.
But did I need to roll that at first because I moved into there? Like you did?
Oh yeah, you need to roll.
okay.
Yeah. So roll for your moves.
Okay.
So that's one. Who was that?
That this lady.
Okay.
There's no zombies here.
But you still have to roll to move there.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though there's
Because
no
you're going out in the winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cold out here, man.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
So now you roll for
There's
the
zombies
zombie
everywhere.
roll.
Okay.
So she got hurt.
Okay.
So you need one of those.
Mom! Somebody's mom. And David Garcia's
Everybody has a mom.
looking for tax breaks. Mom's
That's
over
3
there
of those okay?
taking care of business.
Yeah.
And you can heal
You can
yourself
heal them
with
with
medicine.
Medicine.
Is that an action?
That's playing a card.
Okay.
But you know, keep in mind we might have a crisis.
Oh, we don't need medicine for
that needs
Not
medicine.
yet.
Not yet. Right.
Yeah, basically let the mother just hurt, just in case we have a crisis. Where she
So
would
I'm gonna
continue to
do I
hurt.
need to roll for a search?
No, you just move a dice
I did
over.
that.
You use your
Yeah.
action, you get a card.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that.
Right? Do you?
Gas.
Gas or junk.
When you search, you just get a card, or you get to look at some cards and pick?
You just get a. Some people
people
might
have
have
that
the
thing.
ability to.
And I'll search with this guy.
What are the 3 actions you did with your dice?
Kill the zombie
Oh, right.
with a
And
6
2 searches.
and 2 searches.
Got it.
Oh wait. No, that works. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it doesn't actually. Oh wait.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, it does. I need above that number, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That number or higher.
So this one you can't do anything with, except she could kill zombies here, but there aren't any zombies here.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a minimum for that. Or, well,
It's a 1.
So what happens with this dice?
no idea
Nothing?
about
Yeah.
it. You can't-
Okay. But
Well, you can.
I could do this
you're-
other stuff if I want.
Yeah, you could attract
You
zombies
could build a barricade
if you wanted.
somewhere.
Yeah, you could build a barricade, which is always a good idea.
Does it cost anything?
You get to
Action
move a die.
Oh.
If you build a
Everything
bear, it
costs
costs a
actions,
lot.
basically.
So here are the things that
Unless-
require an action.
unless
die.
Oh, but it
do
doesn't
not.
require anything. Okay. You don't need a specific number for that one. Okay, I'll build a barricade at the library.
Okay.
The barricades are over.
I have them? Okay. Right. And are you going to contribute to the crisis?
Ooh, why wouldn't I?
Well,
Just
just
maybe
maybe
you're a
like,
filthy
Maybe you
betrayer.
don't have anything?
Oh yeah, maybe you don't have anything.
Well, yeah, if you don't have. But how do we know that?
We don't.
Exactly.
It would be unlikely that you
We have
didn't
to
have
trust you.
either gear thing or fuel.
Maybe you have to hoard it.
Maybe you're a hoarder.
Maybe I am a hoarder.
I'm not, I'm a sheriff.
That's the point. Maybe I'm a hoarder. You can't trust anyone.
no,
Yeah,
everyone's
most
a hoarder,
apocalyptic.
right? Everyone's a hoarder. Of the same
I
thing
can't
you-
find anything about hand size, so.
Okay. I don't think that doesn't. I don't see any reason there should be.
What happens when we succeed this thing? Do we get the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have one every turn,
Yeah, we have a crisis every turn.
or every round, I should say. Because you're taking your.
So I
turn.
can remove a survivor?
You already did that.
Okay.
You can't move.
You can move around as much as you want,
You just risk.
but you risk
Oh,
rolling.
every
okay.
turn.
Okay.
What's a handoff? Like give somebody else an item?
Yeah. Yeah, you can trade. You can be like, does anyone need medicine, kind of thing.
And nobody's put any food in yet. When do we need the food to have food supply? Like, how does that work?
Hmm?
How do we? When do we provide food? For
That's the play a card action.
Okay, so there is no food there yet.
Correct.
Do we need
eight.
food?
We need food. We need 1 food for every 2 survivors here.
Oh, sorry. We need 2 food then.
Yeah.
There.
So right now we need 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Chances
well,
are, if Dave moves, we'll only need 1, and she can make food.
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then I don't have food.
You
Oh,
don't
I
need
have
food.
There is no
for people
hand
who are-
limit, by the way. I looked.
Where
But
if
it
I
does
wanna,
raise
okay.
suspicions.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give my
sure, if
person
you're not
right
using
away.
your stuff, why are you?
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Well,
I can stop whenever.
Yeah. So if you're done, you're done.
Okay. When do I draw this thing?
You're gonna draw this for
Right now,
David's turn.
because when
Okay.
it's his
So,
turn starting.
Your crossroads didn't happen, so now you draw this.
Okay.
So you look at the top in italics, and if David does anything that meets those conditions, then you start reading the card.